What is going on, people? So, we got a new update for Epic 7, and this is gonna bring in new Moonlight heroes. If you don't know, the old Moonlight heroes right here, they're gonna be leaving today in 7 hours. So, if you actually want this, you need to go into Mystic Summon and try to summon these guys before they leave. And if you don't know what they do, I have a video somewhere around there talking about them. Anyways, we got some new ones this time around. Silverblade, Armethea, and it says that Silverblade is a light elemental mage who can deal AoE damage and inflict powerful burn debuffs. Meteor Fall can halt enemies by stunning them, while dealing fatal damage through burning. She has a high chance of activating Flame Release when using Flame Friction and can increase her combat readiness to reduce the time before her next attack. Let's check out our moves here. Our first move is Flame Friction. Attacks the enemy with an explosion of flame with a 65% chance to burn for 1 turn. Soul Burn. Effect chance increase 100%, ignores effect resistance. So that's pretty interesting. Her passive here is Flame Release. Activate Flame Release. If the enemy is burned after using Flame Friction, Flame Release attacks all enemies with Mystic Fire energy. Increases the caster's readiness by 30%. Her ultimate here is Meteor Fall. 4-turn cooldown. After awakening, drops a giant meteor to stun all enemies for 1 turn. With a 40%, max 50% chance to each inflict 3 burn effects. So it's a 50% chance each to inflict 3 burn effects. So that's meaning that every single one of the characters that this meteor hits has a 50% chance of getting these burn effects. So pretty interesting. Not sure how amazing this is. But I'm sure it's pretty good. Anyways, we also have Blaze Dingo here. Actually, looks less of a crazy person in this. Blaze Dingo is a light elemental soul reaver who heals proportional to damage dealt. Soulburn's sacred power can grant various buffs to an ally and grant Blaze Dingo an extra turn. Divine Punishment can also trigger punishment if a critical hit is made, dealing damage to an enemy while healing an ally. So his first move here is Punishment. Attacks an enemy with the sharp dagger, healing the ally with the lowest health. Amount recovered increased proportional to the damage dealt. We got his second move here. It's a 3-turn cooldown. Divine Bolt. After awakening, attacks all enemies with a giant gauntlet, healing the ally with the lowest health. A critical hit activates punishment. Amount recovered increased proportional to the damage dealt. So activate punishment. So you use a special and it can actually activate his regular move. That's pretty interesting. His ultimate here, Sacred Power, has a 4-turn minimum. Heals an ally and the caster with Sacred Power. Grants invincibility for 1 turn and increases attack for 2 turns. Amount recovered increased proportional to the caster's attack. Soul Burn effect, consume 20. Grants an extra turn. That seems pretty good. You get to give invincibility for 1 turn and you increase their attacks for 2 turns. Unless it just increases his attack for 2 turns. In any case, he's an attack healer, so it's going to make him do more. We also get new hunts, which is pretty cool. Hunts from 1 to 11. And what these hunts are going to allow us to do is get these sets right here. We're going to have Unity, Immunity, and Rage sets. This is really nice because the only way to get these sets really, to actually get good versions of them, is to do the raids. So if you didn't do the raids, then you're kind of shit out of luck for these. I've actually done these raids and nothing ever drops, no items ever drop in there for me. It's just like bookmarks and stuff. so I'm kind of getting screwed out of them. So this is good for me. Gonna get some Phantom reputation added for these things as well. We're also getting a specialty change for Rykros. So that's pretty cool. We're getting his new specialty change, new skill information, Supreme Spear. Attacks all enemies with a hard trained spear art. With a 75%, 100% chance to dispel a buff from the target before a 75% chance to stun an enemy with the highest skill. Recovers caster's health after attack. Amount recovered is proportional to the caster's attack. So most of the time you're not going to stun anything unless you're in PvP, so that part of it doesn't really matter. But the dispel buff, that's pretty good. Gonna have to have him at level 50 to use it. It's the same with every other specialty change. You go into the lobby, hero menu, specialty change. Then you're gonna have to complete these. Gonna eliminate 500 artifact creatures. Give 6 Bloodflake Bone Catalysts. Complete arena 250 times. Wow! And then win the trial battle, which is just the story that introduces him. After the specialty change, the skill tree will be accessed, like every other one. And what that will give you is increase health by 10%, increase defense by 10%, increase hit chance by 5%, increase effectiveness by 10%, increase damage dealt by Supreme Spear by 5%, healing of Supreme Spear increases by 200%, damage increased by 20% when attacking a dark elemental target, has a 30% chance to inflict additional damage with Quick Pierce and attack a dark element target. Damage dealt increased proportional to the caster's attack, has a 100% chance to dispel a buff on the caster, a debuff on the caster when the caster's health is below 20% at the beginning of the turn. So that's pretty interesting right there. Kind of tries to save himself when he's low health from debuffs. That's nice. Increases attack and defense by 20% max when the caster's health is below 50%. So he gets much better when he's dying, which that's good, but at the same time, why do you ever want to be dying? But at the same time, at least if it ever happens to you. Epic Catalyst adjustments. Adjustments have been made to some stage bosses and catalyst drops by these bosses. Epic Catalysts have been dropped. So, basically, this is just saying that the catalysts are moving. So before, this was at White Flux, and now it's at Golden. And on, sorry about that. On 2S6, the Coal Dust turret, this boss here. Before it was Ingo Imp, Slime Jelly, Strange Jelly, Eternal Forest Dust, Blessing of the Orbis. Now it's Nightmare Keeper, Dream Ticket Circuit, Slime Jelly, Eternal, and then we're getting the really good Epic Catalysts here. Sorry about that. Also getting this memory imprint adjustment. I'm not exactly sure what's being done. I read it, but I can't quite figure it out. When heroes have been previously imprisoned, I'm not sure what that means. He is being transferred to the hero. I don't really get that. So basically what it looks like it means is if you have this SS here and you're dumping it into a brand new unit, you're grabbing the SS off of it into your new main, which that's useful in case you mess up. Like I did this the other day. I was combining into, like, I can't remember which character it was, but then it kind of got disappeared in my 100-some tabs here, and I forgot that I was working on it. Came back, and then I started working on another of it because I had doubles. So I started working on that, and then I realized, oh wait, I already did all this stuff on another unit, so another version of that unit. Using SS Hero for memory imprint on another hero, thus bringing the hero to SS, does not count towards memory chain reputation reliable support. Transmitting memory imprinted heroes now provides increased resources, as you can see right down here. Other improvements and bug fixes. Charles Slash now correctly activates Smash even if the target is defeated. Very good. issue causing dual attacks to be triggered by Tamarine's serene tune has been fixed. And Chloe's Fortitude now has the same skill name as before and after awakening. And then this just is basically about how the Wyvern Hunt stages 9 and 10 skills have basically been updated to show what they actually do. In Adventure 6-7, Pledge Stormhail, the skill description, Spell Absorb has been updated to match what it does. On Abyss Floor 84, the skill description has been changed to do what it does. That's basically all these are. Improvements to the inventory here for artifacts. You're actually going to be able to filter them by stars, which is very helpful. This is really nice. Also, we're now going to be able to make this chat window more transparent, so you'll be able to play and talk at the same time without having half your screen taken up by just a big old chat window. That's pretty cool. Maybe people will use it more. I doubt it. Alright, so the only other real thing that seems to be really of an issue is now that vice captains may now assign teams to buildings in Guild War, which is very nice in case your guild leader forgets. I forgot one time, and then I felt really bad because my whole guild messed up because I just forgot about it one time. And then if they ever get sick or are out of town, now you have all these vice captains that can actually do the job that needs to be done for the guild. This is a huge improvement to Guild Wars. And that is pretty much it. So I'll see you guys next time.